One of my most anticipated games of the year doesn't have a release date, but I am so confident it's coming out this year because like it was supposed to come out last year, and I know we haven't heard anything, but I'm keeping hope alive, man, because Judas is going to be cool. It's being directed by Ken Levine, and he's the guy who made BioShock, and for like, oh, well, that looks exactly like BioShock. From a gameplay perspective, it will probably be very, very similar, but structurally, completely different kind of game. The game has been in development in some capacity since 2014, which is a very long time, but apparently the first couple years were prototyping, and it's a relatively small team that's working on this, so development is not like in trouble or anything. Ken Levine just says he has a really good relationship with Take-Two, his publisher, and they're not rushing him. They're like, you have as much time as you want, you've earned that, which is awesome. Which seems pretty consistent for them. One thing you can't say about Take-Two is that they rush their developers. But how is it different from BioShock? What is the game? Well, from what we understand, it's basically this. The city that the game takes place in is actually a spaceship, and it is going through space, and you need to do some things to fix stuff around the ship because you're the only actual person left on the ship. These three people up here are AI systems that you can interact with and all have different personalities and different traits and can offer you different things, but they also are conspiring against each other. You have to go about completing your missions while accepting help from these guys and doing favors from them and doing quests for them, but doing one thing for one person is guaranteed to make someone else mad. It's a trinity, and you can maybe have two of them happy with you at one time, but how you choose to work with each of them is going to dynamically affect how the game unfolds. You could accept a mission from one of them, and then another of them pops up in the middle of the mission and tries to bribe you to go with their side and dynamically change how you're going about approaching completing your objectives. And from what I understand, there's no saves. If you die, you are reprinted, but you are continuing. It's not a roguelike exactly, but there are consequences for every time that you die, and it changes how some missions are completed. Supposedly, the way the AIs interact with you is entirely dynamic, and that is what's kind of taking so long, is fleshing out their systems so that they are reactive to the player in a way that feels real and organic and not like you're making binary choices. I have so much trust in Ken Levine. I think he's one of the greatest game directors ever. He doesn't put out a lot of work, but when he does, it is incredible. And clearly, Take-Two really believes in him because almost no one else would ever give anyone this kind of deal unless your name is Rockstar Games. My prediction on when we'll see this is going to be at Summer Games Fest with a release, I want to say, early September, late August. What do you think about Judas? Let me know in the comments. If you haven't already, give me a follow.